Here we have an express scale sewing line. This unit has been completely rebuilt and is ready to close bags for a very long time. It has a completely rebuilt sewing head from Des Moines Sewing. As I said before, this unit's ready to close bags for a very long time. This unit features a DC that is direct current, variable speed motor that controls the speed of which the conveyor turns. That knob right there can be used to adjust the speed of the conveyor. As I said before, the knob in the electrical box here is used to fine-tune the speed of the conveyor to match the rate of which the sewing head sews. So there's no confusion on how to thread this particular head. This unit's model number is an 8600E. We're going to go over the thread pattern of this unit with you. If you don't get it threaded right, it might sew a few bags, but then the thread will break and you'll have to re-thread it, and we don't want you to have to do that. So the first thread comes down off the spool, runs through this guide, goes around those tensioning washers, comes out, goes through this guide, goes through this other guide, then is wrapped around and is pinched between those other tensioning washers. It then comes out and runs between this piece of steel here and this oiling sponge. After that, the thread is then pushed through the head of the needle. You can see it there if I can get the camera to focus. The other thread comes off the spool, then runs down and into this guide. It wraps around these tensioning washers, comes down to this guide, then it comes down to this guide. It goes in front of the looper, then it goes through the guide in the back there, and then it runs down and through the top of that looping finger. Now I'll show you it from the bottom there so you can see what I'm talking about. After it goes down and through the top of the looping finger, it comes out and also goes into this hole here. As I said before, this head has been completely rebuilt by Des Moines Sewing Machine. They're well known for their good rebuilds. And also, as I said before, this sewing line has been completely rebuilt by us here at Commodity Traders. So walk around to the unit. We're going to sew up 40 bags of soybeans so you can see how well this system works and how well it sews. Our time-lapse camera stopped recording and we didn't know about it, so you didn't get to see us sewing these 40 bags that we ran through this machine. So what we're going to do is take an old bag that we had in our facility here, and we're going to run it through here several times so you can see how well this unit works and know that it sews good. Okay, so we just got done running 40 bags through this sewing line. I tell you what, the variable speed knob that adjusts the speed of the conveyor cannot be beat. I was able to dial it in and get it set perfectly to the speed of which the sewing head sews. You can see the bags here. Now, I'm not very good at stacking, so you'll have to forgive me on that. This one here, it tore due to mishandling. It tore this far down, and I said, well, I can try to sew it and save it, and it worked, but then I picked it up and it tore the rest of the way. So the closing action of the machine didn't tear the bag at all. I picked it up wrong, and that's what tore it. So, very nice unit, works really well. Ready to close a lot of bags for a very long time.